Migrant families, some who have been staying in city shelters for months, are being evicted.
The move started this week. The city says they've reached the end of their 60-day shelter stay. CBS 2's Sabrina Franza sat down with the woman in charge of the mission. She joins us now. Where are they going to go, Sabrina?
They can go back to the city's landing zone and reapply to re-enter the shelter system, but that's not what they're all doing. Some families told us they'd rather try their luck and see if they can find an apartment than go back into this system, prompting concerns over a possible homelessness problem.
Back in January, the mayor had stated that he wanted to see people through when they might receive their work permits, but we have not seen that. Still, they're being told that they should exit the shelter system regardless of being able to work and be self-sufficient. Is that contradictory?
I think it's the reality of our federal policy around who is eligible for work permits and who is not.
In January, Mayor Johnson.
We want to give every person and every single family that has come to our city enough time to process their work authorization, find housing, start a new life in our great city.
Now the city says 41 family members have been evicted. We're told some are opting not to re-enter.
We have not seen any major reports of people living outdoors at this point. I know that has been kind of swirling around, but I want to reassure you that the city is aware and is really being proactive and trying to understand if that's happening.
The city extended shelter deadlines for families with children in schools. They started these evictions on Tuesday. Singles weren't allowed that same exemption. We're told almost 1,000 people already had been told to leave city shelters because of the policy, and only 55% have returned asking for shelter placement again, leaving space, the city says, for migrants they anticipate coming from Texas during the DNC.
Has Texas said anything?
We have gotten some information previously from folks that do see this coming and have heard that it is going to come. Texas has not called us and told us that they're going to do it, but that is, I think those are things that have been discussed and have been flagged.
Right now, only 6,649 people are staying in city shelters. Capacity is more than double that.
The state and city have been securing 15,000 beds for asylum seekers, at least until the DNC. But people are being asked to leave regardless of the space being available. Does that make sense?
It makes sense for us because we have that shared plan of 15,000 beds collectively. And we know and anticipate that there will be a higher number of people coming this summer.
Right now, the city and state are operating 17 shelters. They plan to keep it that way at least through the convention and have others, they say, quickly open should they need that if there are too many people. The city admits they are not asking migrants where they'll go next if they leave the shelter system. Sabrina Franza, CBS 2 News.
Thank you, Sabrina.